Okay, we have to talk about this. This is a very strange but very common trap on the path to your passion. It's when you have a passion, but you lack the motivation to go for your passion. It's almost like a joke, a really bad joke. You're like, isn't passion supposed to give me the motivation? It is. But see, there's this threshold, this bridge that must be crossed in order to marshal the forces within you. And there are enormous, ginormous, unfathomable, motivational, inspirational forces within you that can conquer the greatest height of your passion. But you have to cross this bridge, this threshold, or else you will find yourself being like, I don't have the motivation to follow my passion. So what's the bridge? What's the threshold? I call it the audacity of your self-image. The audacity of your self-image. So when you lack the motivation to go for your passion, what's going on, generally speaking, most of the time, is your self-image is too small. It's like you have a dream, your passion is around, let's say it's football, you have a real passion for football, but in your mind, the biggest sort of stretch image you've seen of yourself is that you could play high-level backyard football. That's not an audacious, you haven't granted yourself permission to have the audacity to say, I'm the next Tom Brady. I'm the next epic San Diego Charger. I could someday be at that level. Now, the audacity to have a self-image that is big and bold and grand. Now, this is not something you force upon yourself. This is something you listen for, because your passion will whisper these things to you. You know when you're passionate about something and every now and then you see role models in the world that are living that similar passion out at an epic level. They're on the big stage doing it in the biggest way possible and you're like, yeah, that's my passion. But how come I don't have the motivation to do that? Because you're blocked. Because to have the motivation to do that, you need to get quiet, or you need to catch a listen, or you need to see these inspirations, and then you need to go, why not me too? That's me too someday. I'm not going to go for this in a small way. I'm not going to imagine this for myself in a medium way. I'm going to give myself permission, the audacity to imagine that I could be that epically freaking fantastic at my passion someday, and then march confidently in the direction of that audacious self-vision. See what I mean? It's that old thing where you're like, if you got a passion, then ratchet it up. I want you to take whatever image you have of you wrapped around your passion, and I want you to have the audacity to quintuple that vision and just say, yeah, not a better version of me, not a bigger version of me, a bold, beautiful, magnificent rock star image of myself that I am going to march confidently into and someday become. Why? Because until you do, you'll play everything small, you'll play everything medium, you'll never make it to the big stage. But as you do, as you give yourself, and write it down, give yourself the permission to be so audacious as to see yourself in the big leagues or at the highest levels of mastery around that skill, you will feel a dramatic exhilaration because your soul longs to be fully realized. And do you think your soul is this big, or your soul has the potential to play medium big, or your soul has the potential to play this big? Your soul has the potential, the desire, the destiny to play epically, infinitely large. And when you give it permission, by getting out of the way and saying, yeah, I'm gonna, why not me? Who am I to play small? Why not me playing ginormous? You not only feel exhilaration, but you cross the bridge, you cross the threshold, And that audacity suddenly marshals the motivation. It lights a fire. It throws gasoline and fuel on that fire. And you begin waking up motivated to go for your passion, because finally there is an image and a reward on the other side that is exhilarating and pulling you towards it. Because deep down inside, you don't want to play small. You don't want to play medium. You want to play big, bold, and beautiful. So have the audacity to see yourself in the big leagues playing at an extraordinary level of mastery. Boom. Hey, if this video you think could help somebody else in your circle of friends, help me help others live their passion, fulfill their destiny, have an overflowing cup of bliss, and share this video on your social media or with a friend that could really need it. And live brave, my friends.